Okay guys, Humans for Targets here, and I just want to show everyone an item that I picked up the other day at the gun show, and it's something I've been wanting for quite some time now, and that is the Colt Python with the royal blue finish and a 6-inch barrel. And what I'd always wanted was an older Python. Just for whatever reason, I just wanted one of the older ones. And this model here is 1975 is when it was made, when it came off the production line. And I do have the box with it. There's the original box. And this gun is mint condition. There's not a mark anywhere, and I was told it's unfired. There's no way for me to verify that 100%, but from what I can see, if the gun was fired, it couldn't have been very many. There's not a mark anywhere on this entire gun. Okay, I'll show you the other side here. There was one guy at the gun show that had some really nice stuff where I got this. Really older collectible guns, some etched guns, and just a lot of high-end stuff. And I was talking to a couple of the dealers there, told them what I was looking for, and they recommended that I go see this guy. And right away, I found what I wanted. You see the top there, how nice it is, how clean. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the history of the Colt Python. The Pythons were first made in 1955. That's when Colt started production. Colt stopped production of the Python in October of 1999. But the Colt Custom Gun Shop continued making limited numbers of Pythons on special order until 2005. The ones that were made by the Colt Custom Shop are stamped Elite on the barrel. He had an Elite there, and the grip was different, and I didn't like it as well, and like I said, I just wanted an older one. And he had the Colt book there, and I could see from the serial number that this was 1975. Right now I don't know if I'm going to shoot this one or not, and I'll tell you why. I would like to pick up more of these on down the line, and I would like to, if I ever come across a deal where I get one that's in used, worn condition and I get a good price on it, then something like that I would take to the range and shoot a lot. But I'm just not for sure if I want to shoot this one yet. I mean, it's just so nice and it's so clean. And the guy that had these there at the gun show, he had them in a glass case, and if you were serious about these guns, he would take them out and let you hold them, and then he gives you this little towel, and you have to hold, you can't touch none of the bluing, you have to hold the gun by the towel. And this guy really takes care of his stuff. So that was fine with me. And, you know, when I told him I was pretty much for sure I was going to buy this, well, then he opened the cylinder for me and showed me the inside of the gun, and I looked down the barrel. Everything was perfect. Rifling, really nice, deep, square rifling grooves. Everything just looked great. And another thing he showed me was when you close the cylinder on these Pythons, you need to pull the latch back, just like when you release the cylinder, because when you pull the latch back, there's a little tab in there that comes up to lock the cylinder in place. Well, if you close the cylinder without pulling the latch back, the cylinder will ride up over that little tab down there to lock in, and it will create a cylinder ring line. And it doesn't hurt the gun to do that, but you will get that little line going around the cylinder there. So all you have to do is pull the cylinder release back when you're closing the cylinder. and line it up with the hole in front of the hammer, and then that little tab down there will lock right into place and lock your cylinder in. But I am really happy with this. As a matter of fact, I got to the gun show first thing in the morning before they even opened up. And I was parked in front of the building. I was waiting in line. Was one of the first few people in there. There ended up being a long line before they even opened the doors. And I found this, and I picked it up, and it wasn't too long before I left. As soon as I bought this, I walked away from the table, and guys started asking me how much did I want for it, or if I was selling it, because they didn't know, other dealers and stuff. So I was getting so many questions about, was I selling this and what Colt was it. One of the dealers there actually gave me a bag and said, here, just put it in this, maybe everybody will leave you alone. And so I ended up leaving, and I came home and I took a nap, and I had a dream that I bought this gun, and actually woke up and thought that I really didn't get the gun. I thought I just had a dream about it. And I look over and I see it sitting there, and I was just all that much more happier. But that's how much I wanted one of these. And I don't plan on ever getting rid of this one. I may have things that, I may have one or two things that cost more than this gun, but that's not what makes my favorite gun to me. There's different things about a gun that makes it my favorite, and it has nothing to do with how much the price is. So I may have something that costs me more than this gun, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's worth more to me than this gun. So as for now, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I may try to look up one that's been well used and get something like that and take it to the range and shoot it and see how I like it. You weren't allowed even to pull the hammers back on these guns at the tables where this guy had all these guns, and I have not yet even pulled the hammer back. I've looked inside, checked everything else over, but it's exactly what I want. So all in all, I'm really happy. And 1975, I was born in 1973, so 2 years after I was born was when this gun came off the line. And that's kind of neat to think about. And you have something in this kind of condition, that's 34 years old now. So I'm just really, really pleased with this purchase. I don't regret it at all. There's in no way at any time that I regret this. I was happy with it the whole time. So this is Humans for Targets, and a Colt Python that was made when I was 2 years old. And I'm out.